In the last two episodes I talked about and demonstrated the issue we have at the moment with rendering. In this episode I'm going to demonstrate a solution. So let me show you one fix for the invisible swarm issue. In fact, this is how I think Swarm should look to a pilot regardless of render issues or not. I mocked this up by adding graphics to a real fight I had with the Swarm launcher. First I'll show you the footage with my changes, then I'll show you again where I'll stop and explain at each stage what's going on, then I'm going to run it at full speed again. Here it is in real time. Watch the radar for the green dot and the screen for the green target circle. There's lots going on there, so let me go through it step by step. I approach the base, but I can't see any swarms with my eyes. But at this point, a swarmer tries to lock onto me. The green circle pops up showing me I'm being locked onto and marking the target. The swarmer is painting me with some sort of tech to get the lock. All my ship is doing here is realizing it's being locked onto and detecting the beam or whatever technology it is that's hitting the ship to rangefind and mark it. At the same time, he's marked in green on my radar. When he fires, the green circle disappears as there's no target lock anymore, so my ship has nothing to detect, but he's still marked in green on the radar. This is because the rockets are now visible to my ship's sensors. It could easily trace the heat trail and the smoke back to the launch point. 0.2 seconds later he relocks, so he's marked with the green target circle again, which disappears here as he's no longer locking on. After the missiles hit me, the green dot disappears from the radar. There is no lock and there's no missiles for my ship to detect, so he vanishes. But he relocks and he's marked in green again on the radar. But there's no big circle this time, as he's not in my line of sight. Again, after the missiles are destroyed, he's not locking on and there are no missiles in the air to track, so he vanishes from the radar. He pops back onto the radar here as he's locking on again, but there's no target circle as he's not in my line of sight. As I turn to face him, Salvo 1, the one that marked him in green on my radar, is on the way, but he's locking on again so he gets painted with a circle. The circle disappears here because he's now firing. All this time though he's marked on the radar because my ship is tracking either the lock-on, the missiles, or both. Here he's locking on again, so it gets marked with a lock-on circle. And finally, he's turned into paste by a rather spiffing shot by me. So let's watch that again in full speed. Note that the lock-on circle is timed exactly with the 1.4 second lock-on and with the 0.2 second relock. So it's all timed just as it would be in a real game. I think this is very balanced. The target circle only appears when there's a lock, which helps you prepare but does not give you too much warning, while at the same time it does give you time to decide whether to module, evade or attack. Marking the swarmer only when his missiles in the air is realistic too, and balanced. Seeing missiles and tracking them is logical, and as soon as they are out of the air, the swarmer is no longer marked on the radar. It would also sort out the render issue with swarmers. It would work for forge guns too. We can detect the forge charge up and track the projectile back to its launch point. Anyway, let me know what you think. This is just an idea to get you started, to get some discussion going. Give it some thought.